welcome.
All right, many thanks for staying with us. Good to know that you're there.
Yeah.
Now, in 2019, about 28% of the total registered which show that youth actually registered, just 28% was shown there. However, with the current available data with the Independent National Electoral Commission, the INEC, it shows that 75% of the total registrants are the youth. Well, they say the youth are leaders of tomorrow, but it's obvious that comes 2023 elections, the youth are no longer waiting for tomorrow. They want to take tomorrow by storm. Joining me in the studio, very close to me now, is Honorable Sess. He's a political analyst. Honorable, good morning.
Good morning.
Good to have you.
It's fine. Thank you so much.
Okay, sitting very close to him is Honorable Emmanuel Ehimare Okudoga.
It's a pleasure having you here.
All right,
Thank
welcome
you
on board. Okay, you guys are young guys, and you are political analysts too, per se. I'm going to start with you, Honorable Sess. Now, the youths are clamoring for change, and they have been pushing their weight behind some candidates. Now, do you think they will have their way come 2023 elections?
Wow, that's a powerful one. Sure. You see, presently, what is happening in Nigeria today, it's, I will use the word revolution. The youth actually want to take it by all means. It's scriptural though. I would like to start by reading the scripture. That's Isaiah 60, the last verse of it. I'll read from NLT. It's a quick one. It said the smallest family will become 1,000 people, and the tiniest group will become a mighty nation. At the right time, I, the Lord, will make it happen. What is happening in Nigeria today is as a result of prayers that have been made by the suffering Nigerians. It's beyond the political party. This time, the youth, they are taking a decision of who they want to lead them. That's why you see today a lot is happening all around Nigeria. The youth are coming out, they are clamoring for change. They want the leader that they want to lead them, not the ones few individuals have selected. You get. So this election that is coming 2023, the youth, they are going to sweep everywhere. We are ready, and they are ready to take, the bomb by the horn. Thank you.
Okay, they've been stressing and agitating. It's a form of agitation because everywhere you see the youth, everywhere. In fact, we've been seeing mega rallies. Even before the primaries election, we've been seeing mega rallies. Honorable Emmanuel, what's your thought on this?
All right. First, I quite agree with my brother here on the ground that this is really a conscious movement among the youth's demography or segment. Now, I would like to start by saying that events of the past few months in Nigeria have shown that there is a new political consciousness, okay, among the youth demography. And this new political consciousness is powered or motivated by an organic political philosophy that is rooted in good governance, competence, capacity, character, and commitment as far as the 2023 general election is concerned, the presidential election to be precise. So there is this renewed political interest and commitment among the youth demography, among the youth population, to disrupt the existing political order. This is a statement of fact. This based on empirical evidence, what we see in rallies and all. Now the youths are asserting themselves, and redefining the political landscape in the wake of the incessant insecurity, hunger, poverty, unemployment, and the incessant strike action. All these are responsible for the renewed interest and commitment among the Nigerian youths as far as this 2023 general election is concerned. This is an organic movement. I think we just need to speak the fact.
Okay, talking about a movement, now, the Labour Party has been making waves over time. And if you want to take a statistics of any of the political candidate, the political party candidate that has been on the social media is the person of Peter Obi. Now, do you think they have what it takes to stand the existing political party. PDP has been in existence for years. The APC has been there. So do you think the Labour Party have what it takes to stand these two giants as far as Nigerian politics is concerned?
Wow, it's a good question you asked. I want to start by saying this. Politics is a game of numbers. Politics has to do with numbers. And at the moment, we saw what is happening in Nigeria. I'm surprised when I hear some person says, oh, Labour Party, they're on the internet. I just laugh. No company today, no business today thrive well without involving, or rather going into the internet. What's the essence of the internet? To get more followers, to make your brand known. As we speak today, Peter Obi is everywhere, everywhere. Is in the north, is in the west, is in the south. Basically, Peter Obi is everywhere. As I speak, let me say something to you. As it stands today, Peter Obi have been the highest person. No, rather, let me put it like this. He has received a lot of support all over the world, not just in Nigeria, per se. Because as it stands now, when you go to different local government, you go to different world, even units where Peter Obi have not gotten to, you will see his banners everywhere, his billboard. Who are doing this? These are Nigerians who are tired with what is happening presently in the country. They are tired. So they see now that Peter Obi is the only option that they have. The only option. That's why everywhere you go, you see people coming out donating their buildings, donating their cars, donating their money, just to ensure that they put Peter Obi into game. For instance, I want to share with you, personally, let me talk about my ward. As for, I'm from Ward 4, Eastern Central. Okay. As I speak to you right now, one of the biggest buildings in Ward 4, it's a duplex, has been donated to Labour Party. And the person who even donated this building, I don't know the person, he just called us on the phone and said they have handed his building to the party, which presently have been painted. And every activity is going on in that ward. Not just in Ward 4, all over the local governments. Is it the AGA? The building there was donated by someone. Somebody else paid to paint.
For the Labour Party? For
the Labour Party. In Ubegun, the same thing. In Ward 6, the same thing. The youth in Ward 6 came out to raise money and rented the place. They furnished it. In Ward 8 and Ward 7, the same thing. A professor in AU did that. You know, this has never happened before. Everywhere you go to, you are seeing Peter Obi everywhere. My brother, I'll tell you this. It's obvious. Peter Obi is going to win the election. It's obvious.
Let's come to Honorable Emmanuel. Honorable Emmanuel, you have the PDP. And, well, there's a notion that the Labour Party doesn't have a structure. What's your take on that? You are a youth, don't forget.
Yeah. Well, I'm in PDP, and yeah, first and foremost, you must have a foundation that you need to leverage on, and without missing words. And it's not something that is hidden. I think the statistics are there. The PDP, they have structure in every in every local government council of this country, in all the 744 local government council. So the PDP are well positioned for winning come 2023.
But the question is,
I think that is the extent to which are we.
Now the question is, there's a notion that the Labour Party doesn't have a structure. So do you agree with that?
Yes,
in all sincerity.
Yeah, you see, some will tell you that it is not the structure that matters, that who are the structure, the people are the structure. Okay, they will tell you that is what they are championing, that the people are the structure. But you should understand that yes, if you want to move from one location to the other, for example, let me use a car as an analogy. You need to enter a vehicle, okay, that will convey you there. And if you say, okay, you believe in the spirit that, oh, because you are a spiritual person, that you will just make some incantations and get to where you are, I think that would be a tall dream. And what I'm trying to say, in essence, that you cannot in any way underestimate structure. When you talk of physical structure, fine, yes, the people are the structure. Like I said, yes, the youth, based on what we have seen, there is an organic movement. But what I'm trying to tell you, you cannot still underestimate
An existing
structure. And you cannot underestimate the power inherent in that.
Honorable Oses, I know you are itching to respond, okay. But actually I have a different question for you.
Okay, I would like to respond to this first. You know, you heard what he said.
Of course.
You heard what he said.
Of course.
He ended up by saying the people are the structure. That's key. You know?
No, I said, what I said is
that's what you said.
Based on your statement,
that is his opinion.
Based on your statement, let's get it right.
It's his opinion, remember.
Mr. Daniel,
it's okay.
Let's get it right. He said,
he has the floor. He has the floor now.
The Labour Party has a structure.
Okay.
As I speak to you now, the states, we have our executives, we have in the federal, we have in the states, we have in the local government, we have in the units.
Currently,
as I speak to you now, in my very units, the Labour Party, they're having meetings today by 3. We do this 3 times in a week. As I speak to you, these people, they move from door to door. Now, because any house you go to, as you mention Labour, they say, yeah, that's what we want. Because we've tried PDP, they messed up, we've tried APC, they did worse. So as it takes now, the only alternative is Labour Party.
Okay, we are not trying to banter political parties here. Okay. We are just trying to look at the place of the Nigerian youths come 2023. Let's take your final thought on that.
Okay.
I go proceed.
Yes, first, I think we need to understand that we have 3 categories of youths in this country.
Okay.
And whatever we are discussing here, I think we need to have that at the back of our mind.
Okay, so
the first category of youth, you have the educated, privileged, empowered urban youths. Then you have that are maybe by share of dint of hard work or by support from parents and all that, they are successful. Then you have the educated, privileged urban youths that have now built a career in the internet fraud as a result of the challenges they feel they are facing. Then the third, you have the uneducated, the less privileged, angry and poor rural youths. These ones form the bulk majority of the Nigerian population. So we are talking about youth's involvement in politics, 2023. Now, how? We need to really ask ourselves some basic fundamental questions.
Okay.
How do we position Nigerian youths for political engagement? Now, this bulk of youths that are angry, now you are talking about, my brother mentioned the fact that yes, the youths are everywhere, they are from days, they are the structure and all that. Now, this bulk of, this category of youths that are angry, that are deprived, less privileged, and that have become tools of trade in the hands of corrupt politicians. How do you?
Not anymore.
No, I'm just telling you. See, because these are issues. See, these are issues we need to take into consideration. It is not just enough to say, oh, maybe what is the phrasing that is being generated. Okay, obedient movement, this and that, and all. But let's look at some of the critical issues, the challenges. Now, the issue of money politics will come to play. And so youths that are angry, poor, deprived, give them 2,000 naira. That has intrinsic value. At the end of the day,
we'll get to
at the end of the day.
So he has the floor.
So these are fundamental issues we need to look at.
Okay,
do you get what I'm saying?
All right, let's come to you now. Now, the question now is, do you think vote buying will not have a place in the election? Now, for taking an analysis of what he has just and giving us now, okay, do you think vote buying won't come to play?
Okay, thank you so much. I'm a grassroots politician. I was once a councillor in my ward. Okay, as we speak now, because I reached out to people, I'm the man of the people, like I'm always with them, you know. What they are saying presently at the moment, any person who they even notice or they had any information that is with money, planning to go to his polling units to go and buy vote, the person will be dealt with.
Well,
as I speak now,
don't you think that will lead to jungle justice?
No. Let me tell you this. Because as it stands now, Nigerians are sick and tired of what is happening in the country.
Okay.
Because any person who takes money to go and buy somebody's conscience is even worse than the present politicians. It's worse than our leaders that we are planning to change. Because any youth who will open his eyes after the suffering, the kidnapping presently happening, as I speak to you now, some persons are victims, they're in the bush. Being kidnapped, I was once a victim. I know what I went through.
You were kidnapped?
I was kidnapped. I was in the bush for 6 days. I was tortured, rain will come, sun will dry me up, I will shake out through the night. There are people.
No coverage, no
nothing. All they were after is the money, and I was continually drained. And now there are people like that. Yeah, thank you so much. There are people like that in the country today. We are tired of what is happening in the country. They want to change. Okay, back to the question you asked me. Yes, it's not going to work this time. It's not going to work. If you go to the villages now, go and ask the women, they will tell you, we are not ready to take 5,000 this time. We are not ready to take 10,000 to suffer the next 4 years. No, 1,000 times no. If you feel you are popular, come and tell us what you want for us. Then if we see you worthy, we will vote for you. Okay. We don't actually need that 5,000, that 10,000 anymore. Okay. Thank you so much.
Right, if you listen to some of the youth speak recently, they will tell you they want to transfer the spirit of the end-SARS protests come 2023 election. Honorable Ehimari, you're smiling. Now, it's been on their lips for a while now. If you try to x-ray some of their opinions, they will tell you, see, the spirit of end-SARS movement, we can still deploy that same spirit in the forthcoming election. Do you think that can work out?
Well, yes, that can work out to the extent to which they cooperate among themselves. And first, let's look at the end-SARS protests of 2020 was a decentralized social movement and a series of mass protests by the Nigerian youth against police brutality and extortion. Yeah. And actually, during the end-SARS protests, I will tell you firsthand, I saw courage. I saw unity of purpose
in the Nigerian youth.
In the Nigerian youths. I saw unwavering perseverance and determination among the Nigerian youths until it was hijacked. Okay, so these are the issues that are critical. Yes, unity of purpose. They came together with that unwavering perseverance, determination to fight their cause. And at the end of the day, it was hijacked. Remember, I made mention of the third category of youths who are not educated, who are deprived, who are poor, who make themselves tools in the hands of tools of trade in the hands of politicians.
So those are the ones who should say they live below average.
You get what I'm saying now? Mm-hmm. So we still have a long way to go. I believe that political education, voters' education, political consciousness will go a long way in addressing the challenges arising from this category of people. Yeah.
All right. Honorable says, looking at how the whole end-SARS movement played out, now there were so many negativity to that movement. Yeah. He talked about the process being hijacked, and we also have police stations were destroyed, prisons were let loose, prisoners just found themselves into the society again, and a lot of things were destroyed. Lives too were lost. Yeah. So don't you think that will send a negative signal to the country at large?
Okay. Let me say something to you. First of all, what led to that protest? He talks about police, brutalizing the youth. It's beyond that. What actually led to that? The bad government. What led to that is the suffering in the country. People they want to change. That was just a test run. If you notice what is happening right now, you saw what happened in Port Harcourt a few days ago. Okay, let me talk about our states. You saw what happened in Auchi on Saturday. The whole youth came, and not just the youth, even men and women joined them. As I said earlier, I was once a councillor, so I have colleagues all over the states. So we talk. I know what is happening in their place. You hear some people in a particular party, I don't want to start mentioning names. You hear some person in a particular party say, we don't want to collect money from them. They say money is coming from federal. This is who we want to vote for. That's what is happening in Nigeria today. It's actually beyond the party where someone belonged. Do you get? It's beyond that. Now, they are ready, the Nigerian youth, they are ready to work for somebody who they know it will represent them. Do you get? So I for one is standing on the ground that Labour Party is going to clear this election in terms of presidency. So I want to encourage everyone, even the youth out there, do not be disturbed. Go for what you want. We want Nigeria to change. We were once told, oh, when we were growing up, I could remember those days when we were in school, in primary school, we'll be told that, oh, the president wants to pass a particular route. So every student
come out
with our white socks, our clothes were ironed, hold the flag of Nigeria, stand in the road, waiting for the president to pass. When the president is passing, we start waving and waving and waving. Nothing of such is happening anymore. We don't ever get to see the president pass through the road because the roads are bad. You can't travel. Even when the roads are good, you can't go through because kidnapping that is happening. You can't. Okay, for instance, some days ago, permit me to say this on the air. My wife said he wanted to make stew. I gave her 20,000 to make stew and soup. It was actually, oh, only I have to buy groundnut oil. I have to buy oil. I said yes, 20,000.
Is it an event?
Not an event. Just like kids.
Okay. For like 1 month.
So go to market to buy things to make stew and soup. She's letting me know she wants to buy groundnut oil.
Be enough.
She wants to buy this. That 20,000 won't be enough. I remember those days when I was in school. My dad was a lecturer in Achipoli. He would tell me, he would say, go to the market, give me 200 naira. That 200 naira I'll buy fish for like 50 naira fish, tomatoes, everything, and I'll still go home with like 10 naira change. But today, 20,000 cannot do pot of stew. We really need to change what is happening in the country.
Okay. Let's move it a little bit further. Now, if you look critically from 2019 to date, the willingness of the youth has increased. Now, do you think it will kind of shake the carcass of the older generations? Honorable Elimari.
I don't want to be.
But there's this strong move, and it's like a tsunami.
Yeah.
Do you think it will shake the foundation of the older generation?
Yes. If you ask me that question again, I will say yes. The reason is this. See, let me tell you something. Yeah. I'm a Nigerian, I'm a youth, and I believe in transparency, I believe in good governance, I believe in efficiency, I believe in transparency. For the fact that he is from Labour Party, will not make me...
the PDP.
I'm of the PDP.
Your party has been in power for 16 years.
Yeah. That will not make me when I see the truth.
God bless you.
You get what I'm saying? But there are areas we need to really look at. Now, you need to actually understand the power of the youths. The youths represent the greatest wealth, asset, hope, and strength of any nation. They are the building block, the backbone of every society. So as a result of that, going to your question, yes, the youths will definitely shake the foundation, the political process that is ongoing.
Okay.
Now, talk is cheap. First, let us leave the talking mode and go to the action mode. I believe in action.
So what's the action point here?
Yeah. The action point is that let's the youth actually come out en masse and vote for competence, vote for capacity, vote for good governance. You get what I'm saying now? And not just talking on social media, saying this and all that, but let's see everything in action.
Physical participation.
So for me, I feel, yes, that's why I told you in terms of structure, yes, the PDP have all the structure and we are well positioned.
Okay. I don't want you to respond to that. Okay, so go ahead.
Okay. What I want to say is this. Every political party have a structure.
Okay.
Every political party have a structure. You get.
You are just taking us back to the structure.
Wait. Yeah, he said that. That's why I have to refer to that.
Okay.
Now, I want to say something to you. I, for one, based on what he said, that's what I'm saying is, I'm a Labour candidate for House of Assembly in this present election. I have seen some persons in his party, even in the APC, they are saying at this time, no, as a councillor, I did this, I bought a transformer for my community, I built school, they are all there to be verified. I bought 43 concrete poles for a particular community in Ekoyowewe. I did the Kakulu lights, the wiring. I did speed breaks in Nudowo. All this we're doing in space of 3 years as a councillor. Based on this, I have people, even in APC, yes, most of the leaders there, yes, in APC, who are willing to work for me as a person. Not looking at my party now. Looking at, oh, who is this guy? Is he accessible? Does the people want him? Based on what is happening in the local government, they are saying they want me, even the PDP.
Okay.
Now, why I'm saying this, the same thing goes to other parties. There are some candidates, even in the PDP, who I know, some of my supporters are saying, oh, they are going to work for him. For instance, the Speaker of Edo State Assembly is going for the House of Rep. I hear some people, even in the Labour Party, saying they're going to work for him.
So now the question I have for you now is, so we can't trust those we've trusted before?
Not at all. Not at all. Based on what other question is coming. Now, if some persons feel they have some lawyer boys who they feel, oh, they are going to give money to work for them for their personal interest, it's not going to work anymore. Because these people are now wise. When such money is given to them, they are going to use to work for the candidate who they believe
so
in.
I'm going to throw that question to Honorable Himari. Should the youth now trust those they've trusted before in the political world? They've trusted those that have been in power before. If you see some of the candidates, they have been in office one time or the other. Peter Obi, for example, was a two-time governor of Anambra. Rabiu Kwankwaso, I'm talking about the 4 major political parties now. Rabiu Kwankwaso of the NNPP has been governor of Kano. Bola Ahmed Tinubu has been governor of Lagos twice, even a senator. And of course, the presidential candidate of the PDP was one time vice president of this great nation. So should the youth trust those people that they have trusted before at one point in time?
Your question is subject to various interpretations.
Please go ahead. Give me your own version.
Well, let me say this. You know, in the course of my talking, I said that the youths should vote for competence, for good governance, for capacity, for commitment, for someone who is selfless. You can't take that from me, okay? I'm a techno politician, someone who leverages technology and based on what is happening to redefine a new model of accountable and transparent leadership. So I'm saying that the youth should vote for competence, capacity, good governance. I think that answers that. I know where you are.
No, I just want to get your thoughts, Honorable. I just wanted to get your thoughts. All right, now.
I would like to quickly speak on that.
Okay.
Now, you talked about if the youth should trust
those they. But I thought I asked you,
and
you just gave me.
No, you didn't come from that angle. You were actually, the question you asked me was different from the one you asked me.
Are you sure?
Yes.
But the same thing.
No, it wasn't.
Okay.
What you asked him, if the youth
Honorable
can
says.
trust, if the youth can trust the leaders.
Those they've trusted before.
Yes.
So I now went further to explain.
Yeah, as it stands now, the game has changed.
Okay.
The game has changed. If you watch, when the big movement started, it started from somewhere, they're like, oh, they're on the internet, they're on the internet. People now said, okay, since you said we're on the internet, they came out.
Okay.
Not just coming out, they put their resources into it. My pastor always say, where your money is where your heart is.
Okay.
Do you get? So for a man to believe in a cause and start funding it, you know what that means. Now, Labour Party, the advantage they have is beyond the executive. It's beyond, oh, I'm a member of a political party. The citizens of Nigeria are Labour Party.
But
the workers are Labour Party. The suffering Nigerians are Labour Party.
You don't just inculcate people into your party.
Okay, let me say.
You're assuming.
Okay,
is that not assumption?
Okay.
Is it not assumption?
No, it's not.
It's not. Are you sure?
Yes, let me prove it to you. When you go to when you step out of this place, meet a man, maybe any person, and ask some question. What is happening, President Nigeria? Are you okay with it? The next thing, before you start talking, say if it's politics, leave it. I'm voting for it.
Are you sure?
Well,
that's your personal opinion. That's your personal opinion.
Because Nigerians are tired of what is happening in the country. They are tired.
Okay.
You are, as a Nigerian, you are tired. You are tired. Your
salary
can actually not do anything.
I'm a journalist.
I think he should not speak for others.
Okay.
You can speak of yourself. Okay. Yes, what you are saying is, let's say, like what is happening in the society today.
Thank you.
It depends on the interpretation the person gets out of it. So you can say for yourself, but not the other person, not the other way
Okay,
around.
I think
Majority,
maybe,
no
wait,
politics,
I
no
think
game of numbers.
if there's
I'm
any,
talking about
wait,
majority.
come, take it easy now. I think if there's any time I'm going to have the two of you again, probably I'll be at the middle. It's like this closeness is causing some kind of synergy that I don't understand this morning. but however, we'll be opening the phone line, all right, so that you can lend your voice to what we are looking at. Come 2023 election, the place of the Nigerian youth. Please, you can call the following number. It's already on your screen, but I'll just call it out. I'm very sure some people are actually listening via app. 070-8365-1320. All right, the number is actually rolling right now on your screen. Okay, we already have a caller on the line. Hello, caller. Good morning.
Good morning.
Yes, tell us your name and where you're calling from.
I'm calling within your station here, very close to your station.
Okay, first, let's go ahead and talk to us.
Yeah, I've listened with keen interest to those two contestants there.
Okay.
Let me use that word. You see, they are both youth. I want to buy the idea mostly, not partially, mostly from the one sitting very close to you there at the middle.
Okay.
I don't want to cast as fashion, but I want to speak my mind.
Go ahead, please.
Both of them are youth. Both of them are youth.
Sure.
They shouldn't speak for PDP, APC, or Labour.
Okay.
They should speak for the generality of the youth, because this is for youth.
Okay.
You see, there is no saying, there is no need to bend it. The youth of this country, they have seen the light. It's just that we are waiting for the day to come.
Okay. All right.
Whether you are working for Tinubu, you are working for this one. See, it's just so clear that.
Okay, thank you so much. I'm very sure we are going to have so many reactions this morning. I want to come back to you, Honorable Ehimare. Now, do you think there should be a kind of concern now for the youth? A very prominent Nigerian came up recently and said they are just wasting their time. They are just a few handful somewhere in one room trying to project a particular candidate. You are an internet person. When it comes to the internet, you're very, very proficient in it. Do you agree with that statement?
That
Someone actually made a statement, and he said that some of these people that are agitating on the social media, they are just one. He said they are not up to 10, if I got it correctly. And to him, he feel like they're wasting their time on the internet. What's your thought on that?
Yeah.
As a social media person.
Yeah, I know. You know the last caller, the caller that just said.
Of course.
He made mention of the fact that yes, that he's suggesting that the discussion should be centered on the general of the Nigerian youth. Okay, not on the party and all that.
So you want to decline?
So no. Yes, based on what I see in the internet, it's true. Yeah, it's true.
They're wasting their time.
No. They're not wasting their time. Like I mentioned before when I started, I said you need to understand the power of the Nigerian youth. They represent the wealth, the strength of this nation. Okay, they account for 60 to 70% of the Nigerian population. So you can't underestimate that. All right. So even though we are in different parties, but I just have to tell you the truth. Okay.
All right. Let's come back to the phone line. Hello, good morning. Okay, we lost that one there.
That statement was made by a popular person in the country.
I didn't mention his name.
I'm not mentioning him too.
Okay.
But you saw what happened in his own zone. Let me use the word zone. In his own area, in his own local government. You saw what happened there on Saturday. So the people in his own place wanted to let him know that they are not just a handful inside the room. You saw what happened. It's somewhere around where that statement was made, where the person is from. And you saw the reaction of the youth.
Okay.
That's to let you know that the youth are ready to choose their leader this time. The 75% of voters in Nigeria today are youth. And they have taken a decision on a particular candidate. That's the person of Peter Obi.
Okay, well, you don't have to conclude that, all right? Okay. That's your opinion, but anyway, we don't want you to conclude that. Let's take more calls, 070-8365-1320. Okay, let me ask you this now. We are already close to the election. INEC has released the timetable. But from an analysis we saw recently, even the 75% if you do the calculation very well, it's just sum up to about 8 million or thereabouts.
Yeah.
Is there every tendency or any tendency that we are going to have this 8 million or so come out to exercise their franchise?
Yeah, with the renewed interest and commitment now among the Nigerian youths, I tell you for free that definitely they will turn out. But the awareness, the political consciousness is there. Like I said this a new political consciousness that is motivated by an organic political philosophy, okay? And that philosophy, they so much believe in good governance. They want someone that will provide good governance as a foundation for economic growth and development in this nation. They want somebody who is selfless. They want someone who is committed. They want visionary leader. You get what I'm saying? You can take that from the youths. So, and that is why that's 8 million. Yeah, well, you cannot just extrapolate to say, okay, 8 million, at least 70 to 80%. We turn that to vote with this political consciousness.
So security-wise, we must give it to our military agency. They are being verified. But before that, let's hear from this person. Hello, caller. Good morning.
Hello.
Yeah, good morning.
Yeah, good morning, sir.
Tell us your name and where you're calling from.
Yeah, I'm calling from here.
What's your name?
My name is O.R. Innocent.
Okay, Innocent, go ahead and share your thoughts.
Yeah, good morning, sir.
Good morning.
Yeah, I greet both of them that is there, and I'm very glad that they are there with you this morning.
Thank you.
And I believe most of the youth have heard what both of them have said. Yes, the truth of the matter, we youth, we have tired. That's just the truth of the matter. So you cannot have your cake, you cannot take your cake and have it. Because what is going on in our country, we youth, truly we have tired. So you cannot just make two mistakes at the same time. First time mistake, second time mistake, third one mistake. No, it's not going to be possible. We have tired. We will make sure to try in our best to make sure we put everything in order in our country. We have to join hands together and vote the right person, which Peter will be. Thank you very much.
We are not going to. Now, get it very clear. The essence.
Same thing everywhere.
No, the essence of this.
No, you can't conclude. You can't. I think. Let's restrict our discussion to the youth.
We are not projecting any candidate.
Exactly.
We are only X-raying the election.
Exactly.
Please, let's have that in mind.
Very
honorable.
Yeah, he's moved by emotions.
No, you don't have to be emotional. You don't have to be.
I'm sorry.
Hello, good morning.
Good morning, sir. I'm Mr. Joseph calling from England. Yeah.
Okay, go ahead and talk to us, Mr. Joseph.
So, you see, those men that were sitting there with you there, we all are the youth of Nigeria.
Okay.
So, I want to let you know that we are tired of what we are seeing in this country. They are not just telling you the lie, they are telling you that the fact and the truth. That we all live on Sister Obi. And we know that God.
Okay, well, that's I'm not going to affect.
If you keep taking calls, everybody will be mentioning Peter Obi. If you think it's like 100% score, they are not talking about Peter Obi. That's what is happening everywhere.
We're not here for campaign.
No, it's not a campaign. Let's just say what will make Nigeria good.
This is a live studio, all right? So let's maintain some decorum. All right, now, from the calls we've been getting, they are all saying they are tired. Honorable Emmanuel, are you saying if peradventure the youth miss it now, there should be another time? They say he who fights and run away lives to fight another day. Can't the youth just see this as a preparatory ground? Should in case in advent where the reverse now happened, what should they do?
The 2023 general election is going to be a watershed in our nation, okay? And we are in a defining moment in our nation's history. And I believe that if the youths, if they miss this opportunity to really express their mind, I think it will not really go well.
But you are sounding like somebody that is actually concurring to the
no, it's not not concurring. Listen, wait. I'm not. You see, let me tell you something. I'm not concurring to his structureless anything. I'm just telling you based on facts. Like I tell you, like I was saying just now that, yes, he can speak for himself. You know, talk is cheap, all right? So it's not about talking. We need to leave the talking mode and enter the action mode. And I told you some of the preparation that my party has put on ground, and I ended it there. But on the issue of the youths, I'm someone who is so passionate about Nigerian youth. Irrespective of the party, I'm so passionate, okay, about the Nigerian youth, because I believe that they are the engine block, the backbone of our nation, Nigeria, because they account for 60 to 70% of our population.
You are an honest Nigerian. Let's come back to the phone line. Hello, good morning, caller.
Good morning, my brother.
Please turn down the audio volume on your television set.
Okay, thank you.
Have you done that?
Okay.
All right. Tell me your name. I need to know your. I need to know your name and your location. I need to know your name and your location.
Okay, JB from Upper Takumba.
All right. Go ahead and quickly share your thoughts.
I like the two gentlemen, especially that man at the who said it's from PDP.
Okay.
It just became my mind. Also with the same man there at the center.
Okay.
But I want to tell you, like me, I'm not a small person. I'm a mature man. 70 years is not joke.
70.
But I have told all my children that no one will miss their vote from obedience.
Well,
God bless
please,
you, sir.
if
God
you
bless
are-
you.
I think
God bless you. So I want to say something. You have
we should not.
You are always be asking.
No.
You've not even asking anyone.
we are not biased.
This is not a political ground.
All right.
At least let's be professional in our.
you want
Yeah, we
to
just
share
need to be
thoughts? Go ahead.
professional.
Okay. Like the question you asking, yes, you had me mention a particular candidate all this while. It's beyond the party. It's the individual. I will let you know if that same man, since you said I should stop mentioning his name, am I free to mention the name?
No.
I should go ahead with the name.
You're going to pay. You are
No,
campaigning.
you don't see.
Okay, hold on.
We're not campaigning here.
Hold on.
Yeah.
Let's just ensure we are not mentioning names.
Yeah.
It's fine. If it becomes
Okay,
to
don't
pay, I will
project,
have paid.
And-
don't
mention the name
project
again.
any.
Okay.
Yes, and let us watch our
just-
emotions. Yeah.
Share your
It's
thoughts.
fine. The particular candidate who I have been mentioning his name since, it's not because of the party that he is in. If that candidate was in another party, this same movement would have been on. Because it stands now, we already know the candidate of every other political party. We all know their records. We know the person who is fit, who can run the affair of the country, who can stand on his own, move on his own. We know okay, let me not go into that. Now, I want to say this. Why people are wanting that particular candidate is because of what he have done. Because he's a sound man. He's someone, when you hear him speak, you will see him speak the feeling of the people. When he's giving a speech, if you make a sentence, it covers for all Nigerians. That's what we want at the moment. For instance, people who are talking about me in my own local government, it's because of what I have done. You hear them say, I have not had where a councillor bought transformer. You hear them say, I have not had where a councillor opened up, tap lines routes, which they are using presently. Okay. These are things that I have done that make people singing praises of me in my own local government. Other parties are saying they are going to work with me because I'm a youth, because I'm not necessarily because I'm in Labour Party. No, the same thing is happening with Obi. It's not because I can't do without mentioning that name.
I'm going to take a pause now. Now,
okay.
The reason why it looks as if most of the questions are going to Honorable Imam, it's obvious. Most times you like sharing your thoughts on questions be thrown to him.
Okay.
But okay, let me ask you this one now.
Okay, me, right?
Yes.
Okay, I'm here.
So it not look as if we are biased.
Okay.
We are not. Now, the security of the country has been a challenge for the past 1 month. But recently, there have been really change.
Yes.
We've seen changes. We've seen good success, huge success recorded by our military agencies.
Yes.
Now, do you think you actually shared your story, how you were kidnapped and all that? Thank God you are actually alive.
Yes.
Now, do you see the 2023 elections? Can the military still work very well the way they're working now with the election?
Yes.
Won't the election have any form of
Not at all.
security breach?
Not at all. I would like to start from the states. Okay. I want to use at this point in time to appreciate His Excellency, the Governor of the state. He's an excellent man. You saw what he did in terms of the security. Okay. At the time, people could not even go through the road because of this Fulani herdsmen. they took charge of that airport managers. It was so terrible. And as it stands now, when you go through that route now, you will find that within every 100 meters, there is a soldier checkpoint. There's a police checkpoint. And all this happened with the help of His Excellency, the Governor of Edo State. On that area, he has done excellently well. Though he's still working on it, he has done excellently well. Now, I want to talk about the federal as a whole. You know, some time ago, we had a lot of threats happened in Abuja that the bandits wanted to attack the country, attack the federal capital.
It was attacked.
Some
part were attacked.
Okay, some part was attacked. That's the Buhari,
yes,
you know.
Kuje prison was invaded.
Yeah, and immediately I want to give that credit to the chief of army staff. Okay. Yes, because at that time I was in Abuja. Okay. They were up and doing all the generals. They came out and they did, you know, they actually tackled that. Okay. As it stands now, I actually flew in from Abuja yesterday. As it stands now, Abuja is secure. Okay. And the same thing is happening everywhere in the state. Now, I want to encourage everyone, the forthcoming election, don't be scared. The security will be very tight. You and I are the security. There's something about the crowd. There's something about crowd, I mean. When we come out in mass, shouting the same thing, believing in the same idea, no force can stop us. That's what we need. That's the security. We are not just going to leave it for the police or the army at this time. No, every one of us, we are going to take the security thing.
The INEC chairman, you want to react?
As it relates to the issue of security, yes, I think at this point in time, we need to really commend the effort of the Godwin Obaseki-led administration for what the state has done in terms of security. I think first the creation of the security architecture could name Operation Wabazigan. I think the person worked with other security agencies, and also the creation of the Edo State Security Vigilante Network, currently in the 18 local government council, as we speak now, across the 192 wards. And there is even plan to train hunters alongside.
The forest.
Exactly.
Yeah, that's ongoing.
You get what I'm saying? So with that, I think the youth should not entertain any fear. There is equally plan to provide logistics, bikes, motorbikes. I think this is part of what the state governor is doing. Really need to commend.
We must give it to him. Now, let's now come back now to our talking points. The INEC chairman came up and said no candidate should go to places of worship for campaign. Whoever does that risks imprisonment. It was on the national dailies. Honorable Himari, what's your thought on that?
Okay. Okay, let me say that you have freedom of association by the new electoral act. Okay, I think it depends on the individual. Okay, so if I'm in a church, in a gathering, and I see someone that shares the same political ideology with me, I think I'm free to commune with that person. But I don't see that, how will I say it now? The
INEC chairman?
The INEC chairman, I'm not too okay with that anyway, because I believe, if I'm in a church and I'm discussing with my friends, and we have the same political ideology, why not?
Well, Peter Obi of the Labour Party he went to the Redeem Camp.
Yes.
He was at the Glory Dome, talking about Dunamis International Gospel. Yeah. He was there in Abuja and some other places for meetings. I don't think that's
okay.
The rationale behind that.
Yes, as a matter of fact, let's look at it. Look at it this way: if, as an aspirant, you're going to the church, maybe to campaign, I think it should be done in such a way that yes, what you feel should be the dividends of what you are projecting should be made clear. All right? So, like I said before, everyone has the freedom of association, freedom of speech to identify with any political
I would have loved us to go back to the phone line, but before then, Now, let's take a look at what happened in Osun recently. It's one of the most recent elections we've had. And we saw how the incumbent governor lost to Adeleke. APC is a force that we can't shy away from to an extent. And they are the current party in power. Do you think there's any tendency that any political party can outshine the APC? Taking a clue at what happened in Osun State.
What happened in Osun State? The candidates that the PDP had, if he was in any other party, he would have won. It's beyond the party. It's the person. The people wanted him. That's why they came out and massed to vote for him. The youth actually made that happen. Even with the help of Davido. Made that happen. That's the truth. It wasn't the party. If it was the party, they wouldn't have been able to win the APC. The same thing is happening in the country today. The youth have decided, the Nigerians have decided on a particular candidates who they are going to deliver. And this time, there is no amount of money anybody is bringing to change our minds or to change the people's mind because it's obvious. Okay. It's obvious.
All right.
Thank you.
I want to come back to the phone line. Hello, caller. Good morning. Okay, we lost that there. Let's see. Let's keep the calls coming in. Share your thoughts there too.
On the issue of the...
Yeah, what he just said.
Well, I think we've overflowed this issue as it relates to youth taking charge, saying this is who they want and all that.
So
I think that was
advice to the Nigerian youth.
Yes.
The election is already here.
Yeah, my advice to the Nigerian youth is that they should go out there. I will keep on saying they should vote for competence, capacity, good governance. Okay? Because we believe that the adage which says that the youths of today are the future leaders of tomorrow is a trite expression that is losing relevance in our Nigerian context. And we want to change the status quo. You get what I'm saying now? Okay. And in changing the status quo, it should be done professionally, leveraging the principle of non-violence, without hatred, without malice. Because I am putting the voice of my generation here right now. I stand for those who are caught in the middle of the terrible storm of bad governance, poverty and unemployment. Okay. I think this is the time to chart a new political path and sanitize a democratic arena. All right. And when we do that,
let's take one more call. Then we'll call it a wrap. Hello, good morning, caller.
Good morning.
Yes, tell us your name and where you're calling from.
I'm Johnny Idemudia from Pakomba Road.
Okay. Idemudia, go ahead and talk to us.
Thank you very much. It's on the saying to stumble twice over the same stone. It's a proverbial disgrace. Are you aware of that?
Go ahead and share your thoughts, Demudia.
Okay. If you are not obedient, you become disobedient. In fact, you will suffer the end.
Practically, I'm just looking for. I'm just looking for.
So let's take
I'm looking for means to ensure that I don't allow people campaign for any candidate on the show. Yes. All right, thank you, gentlemen. This is how far we can go. Thank you so much, Honorable Himari. Okay, last word from you. It's okay. It's okay. Last word from you.
Thank you so much. I want to encourage youth out there. Look beyond the region, look beyond the tribe. Go for the man that you know that can change the country. Okay. Forget about what the people are saying. Are you happy with the present situation in the country today? Do you want Nigeria change? Do you have your own role to play? Forget about the 5,000, forget about the 10,000 that they are ready to give to you. Go for the person who will change Nigeria so that at the end of the day, our kids will be proud of us. God bless you.
Okay, Honorable says Romosali, you're sounding like a motivational speaker now. Thank you so much, Honorable Emmanuel.
My advice for the youth, first and foremost, I want them to know that they are the future leaders of tomorrow. And as future leaders of tomorrow, they should take responsibility to change the status quo and allow good governance, competence, capacity to define their motives.
All right.
Come 2023.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Your future, it's in your hands. Have a beautiful new month. Bye for now.